Hello, my dears. Okay, Eva again. Um, Today I decided to make a video about presence on stage. And this is important because when you're delivering your first, second, third signature speech, what really matters more than the content is how you show up. Your way of being, your presence, your energy. Oh my God, so important. Almost more important than the content. Now you have to have the content right. You gotta get the pieces right. Get your beginning, your story, your offer, all that stuff that has to go in. But your presence is so important. And I want to share with you what I learned over the past year because I've been doing a lot of speaking and I've got a lot of advice that worked and also a lot of advice that didn't. So let's talk about some of the advice that didn't work for me. I'm not saying it wouldn't work for you, but a lot of the advice that I got was get in your body. It was a lot of even before talking, doing a lot of jumping up and down and doing different breath work and energy work and all this stuff. It was valuable. However, when you're on stage, A, you're going to be nervous anyway. B, you're gonna be thinking about so many things, especially if you're delivering for the first time. There's so many concerns already going on, and trying to worry about whether you're being in your body or your womb space or whatever, it just doesn't work. That's something that you can implement later. You can start once you start getting comfortable with delivering your talk and you have practiced enough, then you've created some space to focus on being in your body, having your energy right, all that stuff. But when you start, that is not something that you want to make your priority. It's just going to stress you out more. So how do you go about developing your presence on stage? And what does that mean? So presence on stage to me, the most important thing about it is that you want to get to a very comfortable space that when you want to feel as if you would feel having a one-on-one or two-on-one or whatever conversation, having that kind of energy. Now being a little more louder, a little more authoritative because you have a room full of people, so your energy has to be a little bigger. However, you want to be as comfortable and as yourself and as self-expressed and as cheeky as you can be. So how do you get there? Number one, and I'd say this to people over and over and over, find a Toastmasters group, join, and sign up for a bunch of talks. Sign up for a talk after talk after talk after talk. Now, when you go deliver your talks, don't do it the same way. Practice different ways of being. Practice different things. For example, before you start talking, go on the stage, and just stand silent for 15 seconds. It's going to feel excruciating. You're going to want to fill that space with some information, but you're going to practice just that. That's kind of the fears that you have to overcome to get more comfortable. Now, when people clap, same thing. Just let them clap. Stand there and take it in. Don't run away from the stage. Just take it in. Next thing you want to practice is things like being politically incorrect. Being a little bit more you, some movement, some wild movement on stage. Who cares? People are going to judge you. It's Toastmasters. It's not life or death situation. Nothing's going to happen. You're going to look silly. So what? That's the playground. That's where you push your boundaries. So go every week for at least 2-3 months. Go every single week and you'll see it's like a workout. You feel so much better after you do it. You're so scared, but then you feel awesome when you do it. And really push your boundaries, be out there, say whatever, dance on the stage. You want to dance on stage, it's your playground. They have rules for stuff, ignore the rules, just do whatever. This is your playground. The next thing I recommend you do is to get outside. So Toastmasters don't only take you so far. Attend a speaker training weekend. There's different speaker trainings, I'm sure. There's a lot of options. I recently went to one with Richard Jane Groover and Data Groover. And by the way, I'm not reselling their products or anything like that. I'm just telling you my experience. And the difference is, like, I knew how to how to put together a signature talk, and I teach my clients how to do that, the steps and whatever. However, having a weekend of get-ups and getting on stage and practicing over and over and over and trying on different things and getting personalized challenges, there's nothing like it. There's just nothing like it. Toastmasters going week over week is really, really valuable. However, you don't get the back-to-back training. Like every hour you get up and you do something or say something. So that's really good. Now the last step, you want to schedule a lot of talks. As you start speaking, you have your signature talk just about done and you start practicing it. You want to schedule a lot of speaking opportunities. You want to speak wherever you can, for whoever you can, all the time. Doesn't matter. Don't get attached to an outcome. You may or may not get clients out of it. You probably won't at the beginning because there's a practice period. You're going to be very ineffective when you start. It's just something that you can accept. It takes training. It's a personal development. You have to be on stage a certain number of times before you work the fears out of it. And only when you do, you can be there with love and with service and with like being really committed to the people in your audience getting value versus like commitment to you just kind of surviving it, which is what happens at the beginning. Make sense? Okay, so that's what I get for you. That's what I have for you today. Just watch out for my other videos. Contact me if you need anything. If you want to work with me, schedule a discovery call with me. We'll see if there's a room on my calendar. But anyway, thanks for listening. Also, if you have other things you want to find out about, I keep making these videos and people keep sending me requests for videos. So if you have something that you want to learn about, just shoot me a note and I'll make sure I make a video about it. All right, thanks so much for listening and I'll see you on the next one.